Oh my gosh, and it finally came on. Welcome to Side Jag, the show where staying on point usually isn't the point. But hey, you never know. It's possible. How you doing, my friend?
Doing good. Hey, on our last show, we started talking to car audio in like 3 minutes. So,
I know it was pretty good. Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know if we stayed on target, but I mean,
no, it was all car audio adjacent.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I figure that's the biggest plus.
Yeah.
I have so we're gonna talk about the Spiderverse, but before we do that, we're gonna talk about a whole bunch of other shit first. So just deal with it. Um, have you watched any of this Ahsoka?
Yes, I have watched 3 episodes. There's 4 out. So I'm
Yeah.
one behind, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm one behind. I know there's a twist or a guest appearance in the fourth one. I don't know what that is, but I've
Oh,
seen it
I do.
in some titles. They didn't mention, I think it was like a guest appearance or some character comes up that you didn't see before. But what do you think? What are you thinking on it so far?
So here, okay. So my biggest complaint is, all right, it's online, right? Okay, so it's Disney Plus.
Right.
I don't. I like. I went to. It's like Tuesdays at 9 o'clock.
Hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like Tuesdays at 9 o'clock. I sit down at 8:30. I was like, oh, it comes out every Tuesday. Cool. I sit and it's just not out 9 o'clock EST. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Then it just come out Wednesday at midnight. I mean,
Yeah.
because that's just so
Or
freaking
just do Sunday because we're already in the Game of Thrones. The
I
HBO
just think
drop.
it sucks.
Yeah.
So I watched Rebels. Like I watched all the Rebels cartoons. I thought they were wonderful. Like
Right.
those characters, I'm full into them. And I really like they've done such a good job for once integrating in the cartoon with the live characters. Like it's like, wow, these are like right on point with who it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Um so I'm kind of digging that. Uh I feel like we're getting this older Ahsoka that
Mm.
that isn't as rambunctious and crazy as she was when she was a kid. That a lot of us saw in the Clone Wars type stuff, and then in Rebels she was a little bit more refined, a little bit more down to earth, and not as crazy because now
Yeah.
she's an adult. She's like had her heart broken and all this other stuff. So I'm okay so far. I'm okay. The fight scenes have been good. The story is all right, and it's kind of been one of the better stories so far. So I did see the last episode this week, um, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." Um, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not.
Halfway through the third episode, I was like, the story's been pretty good, but I just halfway through, I noticed myself looking at my phone,
Yeah, yeah.
and I was like,
So, and I've said this before. Star Trek has just done such a good job at fan service. Like they pull you in and they hold you there.
yeah,
Star Wars, the writers for Star Wars have just not been able to do that yet.
yeah.
They have just not captivated the audience fast enough. And I still look at it like this is supposed to be for kids. I don't know one kid that's gonna watch
It's
this
gonna
and be
sit
like,
there.
"Oh, this is so cool."
I think they've gave up the ghost on that. I don't even know like if they're targeting kids at all with this anymore.
I don't even know. I don't know who the target is
Yeah,
because like some of this stuff is definitely not for fans. It's just like, oh, we're gonna tell some cool stories, and it's like, oh, whatever.
and I don't have the history of the cartoons, so I don't know her from that aspect.
Yeah,
I know her from other kind of they've
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
her name about, and I had a lot more hype for her as a guest in The Mandalorian
yeah.
in the show. The fight scenes are cool. The story, I think, overall is cool. There's a few low spots, but I had more hype. I thought that maybe we were going to get something special, and it just seems to be solid. It's like solid right now. It's not.
Well, the funny thing is they're hyping up Admiral Thawne.
Yeah,
That unless you've seen Rebels or Clone Wars, he's just this guy.
yeah,
He's just a guy. You don't know who he is. At this point, it could have just been let's just make another season of Rebels.
Yeah.
You know, we could have just made another cartoon and done the same thing. So why? So now we're doing a live action. It costs a lot more. Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, so we'll see what happens. I know the target is the wallet, but I just there's more to it than that. Like, if you don't love it, you're not going to open your wallet. So and they're not. Disney has just not hit it out of the park at all with any of these Star Wars things. Like, they're just not. Yeah, actually, I'm a fanboy of the novels. I've pretty much read them all up until they decided that the novels didn't count anymore, and I said, "Yeah, I'm out." If you could see the shelves out of frame, it's pretty much about, I don't know, 150 different Star Wars books on the shelf. So I did okay. I read a lot of them. I know who Thrawn is,
Yeah.
or Thrawn, or whatever the hell you want to call him. The blue guy. I have his action figure sitting over here on the shelf too. The first one with the little Jedi sucking thing on its back for nerds. Anyways, I'm enjoying it. I like it. I was really excited. The thing that kind of threw me was, if you look at, like, the first episode was 55 minutes, and then it was 45 minutes, and then it was 33 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that did throw me off too. Like, it's
Like,
over.
can we not get? I mean, like, let's aim for some consistency here.
Yeah.
That's kind of throwing me a little bit on that. Another show that I'm watching is Invasion on Apple Plus. Season 2 just started, and it's where these aliens are coming down. They're like little boogers, and they, like, move around really weird. And I don't really know what this thing is doing. Like, I've yet to figure out what's happening and
Yeah.
how to explain it in terms that make any sense. I would love to replace Kathleen Kennedy. She sucks, and I believe she's the reason why Star Wars is sucking. And for some reason, no one else has been able to figure that out. We all know she sucks. Like, if you go,
Yeah.
like, literally, you go and the person who single-handedly killed Star Wars, this bitch.
But if you ask people before that, they would blame George Lucas. Because
Yeah,
before,
she's just not helping.
no, it's not. And George Lucas done his own thing, and Star Wars fans are very hard to please.
Yeah,
The
but
original trilogy, outside of that, and the extended universe.
and
But
there again, I don't expect them to. I don't expect them to worry about what a fan wants. I just
yeah,
expect them to do a good job.
yeah,
Okay, so, like, Endor was just stupid. Like, it would, if that was taken out of the Star Wars universe, it was still a stupid
mm,
movie or TV series. It was just dumb. Didn't go anywhere. It didn't do anything.
yeah,
There was no great turning point in it. At the very end, we saw that, oh my god, these are the interlocking pieces for the disc. Who gives a fuck? It was just boring. It was just
watch that in 10-minute YouTube video where someone tells you how this links to that. Boom, done.
yeah. It was just boring, just done poorly. And that's the thing. A lot of these shows anymore, it's like, I mean, I get it. Writers are on strike for a reason,
Yeah,
because they're not. I don't know. We have crappy writers now, or we're not allowed to write the way we're supposed to, or maybe they're just using AI to begin with. Like, write
yeah.
me this. Ugh,
Maybe
sucks.
the AI is what's happening
I
now.
don't know, but
You know
whoever's
what's
writing
the
the Star,
inverse of that?
what?
So, do you remember 10 Cloverfield Lane?
Yeah,
So, why that ever got attached to Cloverfield is it's super strange to me. But that 10 Cloverfield Lane was a really good movie and a standalone. They're trapped in I guess the bomb shelter. The explanation is Cloverfield
yeah,
happened. But
yeah.
still, I mean, it was only barely related to that. The whole
See,
movie.
I liked Cloverfield. I thought Cloverfield was really good at the time.
I liked Cloverfield too.
Because it was like, there's shit's going on. We're only getting glimpses of it, and I'm
Yeah,
all for it. I mean, I get it. It was cool, and like, we're that was right at the beginning of, like, vlogging, so to speak. So that was neat. We had a couple movies, like the Blair Witch Project was something like that. This was just like a sci-fi version of it, where it's like we get this one perspective. until the very end where it just kind of goes wide and we're like, holy shit, this is so neat. And there's been a couple movies like that. Some of them are a hit and some of them are a dud. And then, the whole Cloverfield thing, just to me, that was the only good one, so to speak. I tried to watch 10 Cloverfield and I was like,
Yeah, I mean, I think it did worse because people had Cloverfield expectations
yeah,
with the movie, and that's not like if you just had the movie about a sadistic dude holding people hostage in a bomb shelter
because of
and
the end of the
trying to
world.
escape.
Right.
Yeah, or if they would have just said, "Hey, this dude was freaking crazy the whole time, and that's why he did it. That's the only reason he did it. He's a psychopath."
Well, that was like The Village, M. Night Shyamalan's Village. To me, that was one of his best movies.
Yeah,
and that
that's the
movie
one
had
everyone
me.
hated the most. I think maybe.
I don't know, but that one had me all the way through the movie. I was just trying to
Yeah.
figure out what the hell was going on, and it was like, I know whatever it's going to be, it's just going to be stupid.
Yeah,
And it was, but they did such a good job at it.
Mhm.
It was like, oh, this is really stupid, but they did a good job. I can get down. I enjoyed the movie. I could only watch it once.
Yeah,
because I know the secret, so it really doesn't matter anymore.
that's his movies. The Bruce Willis one, which I thought I actually liked the first one. When you first see that, and if you didn't get spoiled, and he's like, I can see dead people, and then it flashes back to all the times of Bruce Willis. Like,
oh yeah, it was great.
But then once you see it, it's over.
It's over.
It's never the same again.
Yeah, and you never want to watch any of his movies anymore because they all suck. But, yeah, man, it's just like I like this invasion show, as I was saying, but I can't really explain it. Like I don't know. It's like I can talk about the premise that they're trying to do. They're following a couple groups of people as they're moving through the planet under this invasion from an alien species that we don't really understand. And it's like, okay, so all this shit has been done before. It's just their version of it. All right, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
It's like we're going to win a couple battles. We're going to lose a couple battles. Yay. Are they going to try to get 3 or 4 seasons out of it? Of course.
Yeah.
But then they kind of they give you these early, they're doing some of the other tropes where it's like, oh, we're going to early on, we're going to give you a win. Yay, everyone's excited. Oh, we know there's got to be an ultimate low coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're going to freaking bomb a city or the world's going to crack in half or, Mars attacks. That was good. That was silly.
Yeah, so I need to explore Apple TV Plus more.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff on there.
Yeah, one that I loved, and I don't think it's a Dean show, but Severance.
No, I know we've talked about it, and it's definitely not a Dean show.
I love that show because it's just it's very Black Mirror-esque.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it got me on that sense. But there's other good shows on there, and I was like, just cancel Apple TV Plus, and Cassie's like, why? And I was like, well, what are you watching on there? She's like, I just like having it.
Okay. I mean, the other one I'm watching right now is Foundation.
Yeah.
Which is that's even there again. It's like these guys they've genetically engineered rulers of the empire. They're just called Empire.
Yeah.
Like his name is Empire, and there's 3 of them. They have morning, day, and night is how they're referred to. And so Klingon the first decided that he was going to rule forever. So they just have genetic clones made consecutively.
Right.
Day is the ruler, night is the previous day, and morning is soon to be ruler. And so they just go through time this way. So they're on like Klingon the 16th or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And so the world is they rule the universe, as it were. And so now it's like, how are we gonna fuck that up? Because so it's like lots of weird stuff going on. It's like, okay, it's sci-fi, I'll watch it.
That's kind of how it would I watched the first season, I liked quite a bit. Second season, I went ahead and watched it. The third season, I just didn't make it all the way through. Just like the quality kept going down and down and down. The story quality went down, down, and down. to a point where it's like I fell off it. Kind of Doom Patrol.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like a lot of these, like this guy says, it jumps around too much on the show. You have to pay attention for sure. And that's a lot of these now. So it's like, I mean, when you look at like the first season of Witcher,
yeah,
like Jesus Christ, like if you made it through that first season and you were like, this was cool. Second season was way better. The third season was not as good as any of them. And then it just got even more convoluted at the end. It's like, oh, we're going back to that. Okay, great. But yeah, it's like, I don't know why we can't just make one man's journey. You know? It's like I mean, like the Twisted Metal. That's one man's journey. That's
right.
all it was. We didn't jump around. We didn't do any of that shit. It was one man's journey. Like, you know, we're just gonna go. They started to do multiple shit at the end.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we introduced other characters that might be important to the story. Well, no. It's one man's journey.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all for the one man's journey. I don't need to know what's going on outside of his room.
They're all trying to do the Game of Thrones thing.
Yeah. And it's like, God, Jesus Christ.
Like, if you're going to do that, you have to execute it. Even Game of Thrones
couldn't do it.
Season 1 through 3 were pretty good. And then like 4, almost 4 and 5. I can't remember, but there was 2 seasons that were pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. But that's what happens when you build a universe.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, you start with one character. This is story building through and through. There's a story somewhere in here that I read that I hope to read again one day. And I can't even think of what it was called. Anyway, she was a space drama as always. It started out very simple. She was a captain on a starship and ended up on a planet. And in the first book, there was aliens, but there was never aliens after that because they decided to go a different direction.
Yeah.
And the books get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger till it's a phone book. The last book I read was like a phone book. And it was like, I can't even. There's too many people. You know, Harry Potter, prime example. Start out with Harry. And then it's like you got it's one man's journey, guys.
Yeah.
But no, by the time it was over, it was like we got to know what these others. It's like these guys over here doing this, these guys over here doing that. It's like, oh my god!
And they're trying to set up the Fantastic Beasts, which were terrible movies.
Yeah.
I hated those.
Even Star Wars was like that in the novels. You know, it got to the point to where it was like, what is Han Solo doing? What is Princess Leia doing? What is Luke doing? And it's like, there's 3 stories going on at once. And then when you go, it's like, stop, I don't care. You know, and I would be like, I just want to know what's going to happen. Oh, that's four chapters away. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know, Pick Your Adventures live action.
Exactly.
Dean, if a movie was made on your journey, what would it be called? Snooze Fest. I really don't think that what I do is entertaining enough to make people want to watch it. I don't know, man. Have we done some crazy shit? Yeah. But I mean, I try to take you guys along on that crazy shit, but it never is as crazy.
I would call it I Don't Sleep, Bro. The Dean Beyett story.
I mean, I think like a one day, like, because we've tried like a day in the life type shit, but it's like you need somebody else that's filming that, you know,
right?
Like, trying to live your life and film it at the same time is just too hard. You know, I would, it's doable, but then it's like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, I would love for somebody to like follow us on like a Master Tech Expo or something like that, where it's like, you know, get up at 6 a.m, go through, make sure get everything, you know, and just go through the day, you know, till it's 3 o'clock and it's over. You know, it's like that would be the most boring movie ever.
Dude, I actually think that would be a cool movie.
It would be rated R.
Yeah.
It would totally be rated R.
Yeah.
It would be fun. It would be fun.
I need to book a room at Master Tech Expo, and I'm the third guy. I
don't know of anybody that would want to do that. It would be so much work, man. It would just suck. It would.
I'd be. You know how you talk? They always talk shit to the camera guy. I'd be back there. Like,
Oh, of course you have to.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, it's. But just pretending the camera isn't there, I think would be the hardest part.
Yeah.
But it would also be like the funnest part because you know breaking that third wall, as they say, to me is always amusing in movies.
That would make it. That was what would make it interesting. If you just played it straight and you didn't acknowledge the camera
No,
whatsoever, yeah,
I think that would get boring. Yeah, the
that
third
would
man
be
is
boring.
always good. You know,
Yeah,
because when somebody walks away, being able to be like, Jesus Christ, really? You know,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
oh my God, here we go.
How do you
Woo!
feel here?
You know, but yeah, it might be fun. I'll help you next year.
Bro.
Yeah, but then it'll look like this. And besides, Fro, I don't want you to have to work that hard, man. Are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
you know, Fro's great because he always gets volunteered to help us. And but it's like I feel bad because it's like he's there for his job is paying him to be there, and it's
Right.
like you got shit you need to do, you know.
What?
But
But I mean, either you do your job you're paid for, or you go around with a couple chuckleheads and.
I mean, he does that anyways. But
Right.
yeah. I mean,
What
honestly,
do you, what do you choose?
yeah. I mean, I think everyone's just busy, but it's fun. It's fun to. We got to hang out at the last one, which was really nice. We got like a half hour, an hour that we actually got to hang out, and so is Fro the shoot raw guy? No, it's different Fro.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah,
Bro
different Fro.
knows photo.
No, Fro's house. He used to have a Fro. He doesn't have a Fro anymore, and he isn't. He works in Oregon.
Yeah.
But yeah, different guys. But I have the I shoot raw shirt in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So
Everybody knows Jared Pullen.
oh Jesus, yeah. FroKnowsPhoto.com.
I don't listen. If you're a content creator, you even if you don't mean to do it, you watch camera equipment videos at some point, and
Well,
then
you have to.
these guys like Potato Jet or Frontnose Photo or
David McKinnon, or not David McKinnon.
uh,
There's
I know who
yeah,
you're talking about.
yeah, McKinnon, something.
Canadian.
They're both Canadians. Ha!
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So it was funny. I can't remember his first name. He's actually got like a backpack now and some filters. But it was funny because he's obviously Canadian, and Josh from JVC Kenwood was like, dude, like I'm gonna his place is like I'm gonna go there, and so on like Sunday or Saturday, I can one day he got up early and he drove out and he went to the guy's little town where he's at and went to his coffee store, and he's like, I was hoping to run into him, and then I realized it's the weekend, he's probably not at his office. I was
right.
like, yeah, Peter McKinnon, thank you, Fro.
Yeah.
So he went on the hunt for Peter McKinnon, and I was like, okay. He's like he's a super fanboy. I would never do that.
No, me neither.
Like I would never do that. Like I like Hulk Hogan. I'm a fan. I have his T-shirt. He was in the plaza today eating sushi at the sushi shop. Fernando's looking out the door, and I'm like, what? And he's like, Hogan's walking into the sushi shop. Man, that guy walks like he's been hit by a car. And I was like, he has been hit by a car. His name was Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
He's had like 40 back surgeries, and he's 70. Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing he's still walking.
Well,
He's like, yeah. But I'm not going to walk down there and be like, Hogan, can I get a picture?
Yeah, especially like he's trying to eat his food or whatever. Now,
Not
if
even
it's
that. I just
like a show that he's meant to be there to see people, then definitely I'll go see him.
no, not even
I,
that.
I will in that case. Like if I'm at a show, if I'm at a cardio show and someone that I haven't met, Steve Mean, I go up like, hey Steve, love the channel. Hi.
I've figured out I don't want to meet the people that I want. Like, I don't want to meet I'm a fan of characters these people play.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to meet them in person, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I know that's weird. And I'm totally, I love it when people come up to me and say hi. Like we had two guys come in. We had this couple come in today. They were coming on vacation. They just driven into town from Georgia. So it's like, dude, I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. We were driving past it. I saw the 5-star sign. I was like, holy shit, they are right here. Turned around, came back. I had to meet you guys. I was like, cool, man. Hey, he's like, I put a sticker in my Jeep because I watched all your stuff, and yeah, it's so great, and I love what it's like, cool, and like that's great, I love it, but I don't know, I don't want to walk up to somebody and be like, oh my gosh, like even Dave Can Dig It, from whatever that TV show is where they build cars.
I don't think I know which. I think I know which one you're talking about, but I never.
The guy with the goatee that comes down like this.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting in a bar, and he's right here, and he's talking with all my buddies, and he walks up and he introduces himself. I'm like, man, you look so familiar. He's like, I'm on TV. I go, no, that's not it. I don't watch TV.
Yeah.
And I'm just fucking with the guy, and I was like, dude, I'm just fucking with you, man. He's like, oh shit, and but and even like when we were doing the Clean Water Challenge, what's his name? Chip, came over and was talking with everybody, and I was like, hey man, he's just a dude. I'm like, hey man, do you want to help me give away some stuff? He's like, yeah, bitch and rides. Thank you. Yeah, he's a really cool dude, really nice guy. I played along with him. He played along so well. He was just like, what the fuck? I was like, hey man, ask around. You'll find out. But they're just people. They're just people like everybody else, and they want to be treated like people most of the time, I feel. I tell you, if you ever do meet Steve, treat him like a dude. Talk to him about his dog.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not. That's the thing. I just, hey.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying them. If they ever meet Steve, talk to him about his dog.
And I don't want to take up any of their time. I just want to be like, hey, like, love what you do.
Exactly.
Being in person, I'm out. Like, I don't want to take up any of their time because, you never know what someone's
going through.
What they have time to do, or if they have to be somewhere else and stuff like that.
So it's funny. The Gas Monkey Garage was in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, what's his name? He was in Dallas walking around on Knowledge Fest.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, and I looked up because it's Dallas, and that's where they're at. And I was like, oh shit, it's that guy. What's his name? And I was like,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of it.
I'm gonna be over here doing shit.
Like Richard something.
Yeah,
Richard something. That show I have seen.
Yeah, I hate that show.
Yeah, I don't watch it much, but yeah.
Dude, him and his bedazzled pants and flared shirts, man. He looks kind of douchey to me, but that's just me.
Dude, I'm so bad with names. If someone recognizes me.
Richard Rollins. William's on point tonight. Good job, William.
He is on it. If someone recognizes me for something, I just think I forgot their name most of the time. I don't think, they know me from Car Audio YouTube channel.
Listen, if you ever are walking anywhere and you see me, come say hi.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Walk up and say hi. Dude, I had so many guys coming up to me at I had a couple of my friends come up to me at Dallas, and they were like, dude, I was talking with this guy and he saw you walk by, and he was just, oh my God, it's Dean. And he was like, you want to go say hi to him? He's like, no. I was like, yeah, just drag his ass over and come say hi. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the hell? I don't bust my ass and not sleep for nothing. I want you guys to come tell me, hey, thank you. It's like, fuck.
Well, I was in a Kohl's and I seen a guy just kind of staring at me, and I look back and he looks very familiar. I'm like, I know this guy from somewhere. And no, I didn't. I didn't know the guy from anywhere, but he watched the channel.
Oh, cool.
And, he happened to be up in my area from Dallas.
Right.
And he's like, hey, high five. And then once they say that, then I know, okay.
Yeah.
Until they say that, it could have just been someone I went to high school with, or
yeah. Yeah. Haley and Sue freaked the fuck out of Jeff Smith one night.
Oh yeah.
They were walking. He was walking around Kohl's.
Yeah.
And they were walking around Kohl's, and they see him, and they know who he is. I mean, it's in they're, oh hey Jeff. Jeff doesn't know who they are. They just by proxy, they all know each, and he's like, hi, and they're like, oh well, we're Dean's.
Yeah. And
he kind of recognized Haley, and he's like, oh, you're Dean's wife. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh hey, how's it going? So yeah.
Anytime I see a picture of Sue without a ball cap on, I don't recognize her.
Me too. You too? I thought that was just me.
Yeah, I was like, who's Dean? That's Sue.
Yeah, no, dude, it's so funny too because she would never. It's one of those things that she would never wear one, and
Yeah,
then now that's all she wears, and it's like
yeah.
I just want to burn them. I just want to burn them to the
That's her.
ground.
That's like her signature look, though.
I fucking hate it. It's like just stop.
Yeah.
Come up with something else, But whatever. Hey, it's your life. Live it the way you want. Oh well. Let's talk about Into the Spiderverse Part Deuce.
Can I say my thing first?
I want you to say your thing first.
Dude, they duned the F out of me at the end. I was like, are you serious? So, like, it duned. It was the dune from here on out. Dune. That's exactly how it happened. But I will say that I did like the movie. The first 20 or 30 minutes, it was all over the place, and I didn't know where they were getting at. But once they got to the story, like what's actually happening, why are we doing all this? From that point on, I liked it until they duned me at the end. That part I did not like.
So I remember watching the first Spiderverse, and I was like, what the hell are they doing? Like, it was annoying.
Right.
And someone was like, dude, no, you got to give it another chance. And I was like, I really don't want to. I'm going to give it another chance. I was like, all right, I'll go into it knowing that I really didn't like it, but I'll try. And I watched it the second time. I was like, I was kind of doing something else and just kind of playing in the background. I was like, wait a minute, you know what? I kind of like what they're doing here. Like, I get it now. So I enjoyed the first one. The second one I knew what I was getting into. So immediately I was just like, yeah, let's just do this.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to recreate what a comic book would look like as if it were which is cool.
Right.
You got all the little dots, you got all the imperfections, you got all the things. And I think they do a really good job at animating it to look like a comic book.
Yeah.
Which is at the end of the day what it's supposed to be. And then I love their tongue in cheek where they kind of do their backstory moments.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like that because it's like, all right, I like it. It's cool. It's quick. It gets to the point, and it's funny.
All right.
So we didn't need a ton of character develop in this one because we knew we were going to get it. And it was funny. What I thought was funny is how, at first you're going, wonder why he's so pissed off at Miles. Like,
yeah.
And then it was just like, because of this. And it's like, whoa. Like, we didn't have to work up to it or nothing. Like, they were just like, I don't know. I'm not going to tell him. And it's like, damn it, here's why. And it's like, oh, shit. All right, well, dial it down.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't have to, like, kill people. I mean, it's like, wow, you're just, like, tearing up your backyard. All good. Like, relax.
Yeah.
And so from that perspective, I was like, okay, this is pretty good. The sad thing was, as I'm watching it, I'm going, we've been watching movies now for a long time, it feels like. And here's a freaking comic, as it were, a cartoon that just kicked the shit out of so many other movies that have been put out there. Like,
yeah,
it is so sad, man. I was like, God, like, this is so well done. The characters are so good. The drawing is just right on point. I mean, it sucked. I mean, I enjoyed it. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Even Haley was watching it periodically going, this is pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, the beginning was just so scattershot, but then once I knew what they were doing, it's like, okay, yeah, they're telling the story. And is this guy, is he the good guy, the bad guy? We still don't know, even at the end of the movie.
He's a dick.
Yeah. But is he like truly going to end up being a villain? I think that's what's going to happen with him in the next one.
No, I think he's just, I don't. I feel like this Spot is definitely the bad guy. I think this guy just needs that come to Jesus moment, that life isn't as black and white. He's still hurt because of what he did, with his family and fucking that all up, and his world kind of fell apart. So
yeah, that wasn't his family.
What's that?
Wasn't even his family.
No, and that's just it. I think he needs I think it's one of those situations where they're going to do the aha moment, like, oh, maybe life isn't as black and white as it should,
Right.
like,
yeah.
there can be some chaos in the organization of it all, and then they'll all come together and kumbaya at the end. But they'll still be like, I really don't like you.
I think my preferred one would be him just turn up to be the villain. They defeat Spot. They get him under control. Now this dude's just goes full rogue, thinking he's the villain that thinks he's the hero.
Oh, I mean, that's a possibility. I don't see it, though.
Probably not. They'll probably go the Kumbaya way.
Yeah. I mean, because at the end of the day, remember, this is a cartoon.
Right, yeah.
You know, we don't need to have any, like, life-changing moments here. We just need, like, bad guy to lose, good guy to win.
I thought Spot was a cool villain in the fact that he's bumbling idiot. Basically, he's a genius, but
yeah, that's fumbling through the whole series.
Yeah, and he's like I'm your arch nemesis. And he's like, bro, calm down. Like, I'm on the phone. I'm trying to order a pizza. I'm trying to eat a Hot Pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just calm down, guy.
I hope it doesn't take another 3 years, but it probably will.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's the nice thing. No one will age in it. So what's the hurry?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that ending was just like, seriously, bro.
We got doomed, man. I was not expecting that ending whatsoever.
No, I'm like, they got to wrap this up. It's a cartoon, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know why I was thinking that. And then I kind of clicked on to look at the time and I go, oh, man, this is going to be a cliffhanger from hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is so much, like, there's literally people standing on the side of the building, one step over the edge. And
exactly.
To be continued.
They could have done it in we see them coming after Miles, and then they kind of figure out what's going on with that, and then to be continued. But yeah, we don't even get to see the big showdown.
This movie was literally just a setup.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a good setup.
Yeah,
I mean, we had a lot of enjoyment during the setup, but I thought the baby was great.
Oh yeah,
Peter Parker's baby, she was cool. Yeah.
They had a bunch. There was a bunch of cool characters. I really didn't care for the pregnant chick. She just kind of didn't really stick out to me as much.
No.
I'm trying to think who else.
The British punk rocker.
Yeah, that dude was cool. Hobie.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, I liked him.
I was watching a special on his, and so the guy that played him is actually the real punk rocker.
Yeah.
And the stuff he was saying throughout the show, they broke it down to his whole conversation. Anytime he said something, like somebody took the time to break down what he was saying.
Right.
And obviously you could just turn on subtitles, but to get the meaning of it, because it's a certain way that they talk and
we always watch subtitles, so I got the whole shabam.
So, but a lot of it doesn't make any sense, like, you know, Scooby-Doo and whatnot, and but so they went and they figured out all the subtext and what all his phrases actually meant, and it's like he's saying a lot of like behind the scenes shit, that like you're just not going to catch, but they knew nobody would until the nerds got their hands on it,
right?
You know, it was like, oh shit, yeah. Any up and coming movies anyone excited for other than Dune? Who said we were excited about Dune? I thought the first one sucked.
Yeah. I'll watch the second one. They got me, but I'll watch the second one.
I don't think there's any movies that are coming out that are just like, you know, yay.
There was one that I wanted to see. The Bob Marley story, something like that.
You old man wants to see a documentary.
Hey, no, it's not a documentary. It's like they play someone, have someone play him. We went to see a movie. That's where I seen the, but I can't remember what movie we seen either.
It's gonna be terrible. You know, it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, it looks good though.
No.
I live off them previews.
I missed COVID movie times. Yeah, you just expected them to suck. So I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was good. I thought they did a really good job. I thought the artwork was cool. I thought the storyline was believable in the sense that like the struggles of a parent with a teenage kid and the kid just not being able to talk to the parents. I mean, it was definitely nothing unique there, but they just did a really good job of animating that to where it made sense.
Yeah.
And then I'm kind of over the whole multiverse thing in general,
Yeah.
but at least they didn't go too heavy into it.
I feel like this one's better because it's a small story. It's not
Yeah.
big universe syndrome like Marvel.
Right. Yes. That's what I liked about it, is that they
Yeah.
just kept it. They kept it simple.
And
What
that's
I thought was
call it
funny is,
Spiderverse because they're not going outside of that.
well, and the funny thing was, is I was like, okay, so if all the Spider-Men are in this building, who's back doing their jobs?
I thought the same thing.
Like
Like
you
every
can
time
only do
they
that in a
put through
cartoon.
one, they lose a Spider-Man, which we see because they send him back to 2060 or Earth 65
42.
or whatever. That is not his Earth, where there
42.
is a Earth 22, where there is a Miles Morales that is Prowler, but there's no Spider-Man, and it's a shithole.
Right.
I mean, let's be honest. Hell's Kitchen, Brooklyn, all that's a shithole right now. I was just there in December, but it's but yeah, it's like, so everywhere should be like this because there's thousands and thousands of Spider-Man at that place.
Yeah, but it's like they're all just chilling out, doing. But there again, that's what makes it a cartoon, is that you're not supposed to think about that. Like
Yeah.
adults would think about that. Kids just think about, oh, that'd be so cool to hang out with all the Spider-Man, dude. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I haven't dug through all the special features yet because I didn't have that kind of time.
Yeah. Where did you buy it on? I bought it on Prime.
I bought it on Apple TV.
I wonder if I have special features.
There was a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a bunch of special features, but I just didn't have time to go through it because I wanted to go to bed. Yeah. So I think it was cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So what else you been watching?
I thought the movie we watched. So the movie Strays.
Okay.
It's the dogs that he gets abandoned by his owner. His owner, I can't think of the dude's name, but it's a bunch of famous names playing it. They go to the city, he meets street dogs. They go back with the plan to bite the owner's dick off to pay him back. See the whole thing at first, this dog's getting abused by the owner.
Yeah.
And the whole time, but he loves this guy. Doug is the name of the guy he loves Doug. We play this game called Fetch and Fuck. So it's like he tries to lose the dog, takes him out 30 miles away, throws the ball, and then he comes back and Doug says fuck when he makes it back. Yeah, right. So he meets Street Dog. Street Dog's like, hey, this dude's abusing you. He figures out like, oh, this is true. So the plan is for them to go back and handle Doug's manhood in a biting way. And comedy, and comedy ensues the whole way. So
yeah,
it's like live action, so they're real dogs, but they're obviously being voiced over.
Yeah.
It was okay. I mean, I had a decent time, but I would never see it again.
No,
probably wouldn't see a part 2 either. But
oh god, yeah. So it's like Bachelor Party just with dogs.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
That sounds so bad. I hate Will Ferrell.
Freaking, I'll tell you, man, William is on it today.
Yeah. A lot of foul language. See, I'm not into that. That cussing stuff is just overrated. I don't care what anybody says.
Who the hell does that?
I know, it's fucking stupid.
But it was okay. It was fun to see in a movie theater. If I was watching it at home, I probably wouldn't liked it as much.
Dude, I still haven't been to a movie in so long, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think, what was it, Top Gun? It was either Top Gun or Spider-Man.
Yeah, and I think Top Gun was after the Spider-Man, so that's probably the last one you've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's so crazy. I mean, I don't even know what's out anymore. Like because
I haven't looked.
The other show that I started watching again was Amazon Plus has which it's apparently comes out Thursday at 9, which is the Wheel of Time.
Oh yeah, I'd never watched that, but I've seen it. Yeah.
So season 2 just started. Oh, I see it. Strays available to rent. That's
There you
available
go.
for rental right now. But so that came back out as part 2, and I was like, oh shit. Maybe the Equalizer 3.
Dude, so I will probably watch when it comes out for rental Blue Beetle because it's got decent reviews. 92% by so Rotten Tomatoes is 78%. Fans have it at 92%. I don't know why. I don't know much about it, but then the one I really want to see is
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, the cartoon.
Oh,
Dude, 97 Rotten Tomatoes and 99 fan score.
well, that's out on Apple. You can rent that right now.
The Turtles?
Yeah. Yeah, you can rent it for $20.
Hey.
No. I'm not buying the Turtles. No. I'm not paying $20 to watch that. No fucking way. I mean, I probably pay that for the Meg 2.
Oh God. That would be a terrible choice.
Oh, no shit. I'm joking. Yeah. No, I mean, there's.
I mean, I'll watch the Meg too, but
I will too if it was
yeah.
like five. You got a 5 spot for me,
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's no way it's definitely not getting into my life. TMNT looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That one I could wait till it's available on streaming somewhere. That because it's gonna be good. I know it is.
I mean, I don't know about it being good because I mean, they haven't exactly had a good track record of being good.
Not well, and this is back to the cartoons. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know how good it's going to be. I actually enjoyed the first live action TMNT movie a lot, but it was like the comic books and got pretty dark. So,
man, there is like nothing to watch.
and I don't know that what I've picked on Netflix. I don't know that I've got anything lined up on Netflix or.
Yeah, Predators, the movie about lions.
I have been rewatching Chappelle shows.
Oh, really?
Dude, I mean that is probably the greatest comedy show on TV of all time for me.
I would agree with that.
As far as a comedian getting the show, I just
I think in small doses, it's definitely the Pope's Exorcist. Ooh, that sounds scarily crappy. Oh, dude, I know what we should watch.
What?
The dumbest movie of all time. The dumbest. Hidden Strike with John Cena and Jackie Chan.
Is that a new movie?
Yeah. It just came out.
What's it on?
It's on Netflix. It looks absolutely terrible, but it's got John Cena and Jackie Chan.
Listen, Cassie will probably watch that. So,
I mean, it's got John Cena, dude.
It's got John Cena.
I mean, yeah. All right, we got to watch that. The family watched the final Indiana Jones movie. It was kind of nostalgic. It kind of fell asleep watching it. That was a tough one for me to watch. I watched that on the cruise.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep at some point. That was the first time I've actually ever fallen asleep in a movie theater. But it was so goddamn boring.
Yeah. I haven't had the heart to try to watch it yet. I may. There's just so much stuff that I've even forgotten that I meant to watch that I haven't watched. So it falls to the wayside.
I like Fro. Meg 2 has its funny moments, but yeah, not a great movie overall. And then William coming in with Meg 2 wasn't too bad. I mean, let's be honest, the first one wasn't too bad either. It was just the dumbest premise.
Yeah.
And then you put a guy in there that's got to kill a shark. I'm going to watch it. There's no question about it. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to pay $20 to watch it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
one of those, you're not going to, I wouldn't say you're going to have a bad time watching it, especially if you got a decent surround sound and a decent TV, but
Yeah.
StreamYard stepped their game up.
No, yeah, we don't need headphones anymore. We just need a mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the cancellation is pretty solid. Every
That's
now and
the way
then
to go.
we'll hear some weird stuff, but
yeah, it's minimal, I would say.
Yeah.
You can hear it every now and again, but it's minimal.
Yeah, it's good.
And it keeps us from having to. I don't like to wear headphones on streams. I only did it because the echo was so bad.
Yeah.
Before, but now that it's not, why would I?
Yeah, no, it's so annoying. I watched Meg 2 majority over the top. I mean, I think it's just going to be one of those movies that is just ridiculous. Now we keep talking about it, you're going to make me want to watch it, but I know in like 2 weeks it's going to be, you could rent it for $5.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to wait for, because I know it's going to be a 5-minute conversation of, dude, this was the dumbest fucking movie ever, but Jason Statham looks so good. And some of the dumb shit he did, which is probably all the shit in the previews.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, really? A giant fucking octopus? A thermal barrier of water kept the shark. I mean, come on, it's just like a 50-foot shark. Could we come up with a better line of bullshit?
There's that. When we watched that Strays, they had a preview for The Nun 2. Dude,
oh god,
that looks scary as shit.
Yeah, well, the first one was scary as shit. So
I didn't watch the first one, but as I looked over Bailey, I'm like, oh, okay, she don't want to see it. I look further, Matt.
Really?
Both
it's a preview.
I know.
Grow some balls.
He might not have had his eyes closed, but he for sure had the hand earplugs in.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't need nightmares either. I got enough shit that keeps me up at night.
Yeah.
I don't need
I'll just watch him jump like everybody else. Like when they do the grabby thing, it's like,
wow. Ooh, the grabby thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a name.
Yeah.
Let's make a movie. Let's have a bunch of grabby things.
That's how they get every time. You see something scary, and then you go hide back in your hole, and then it's going to grab you either from. Now, there's different versions. It's either going to grab you from the front. That's the scariest because it's not even trying to do anything stinky.
Yeah.
If it grabs you from the back, it's you might expect that.
Right.
So it's not coming straight at you, But if it comes from the top, comes from the there's many ways.
It's coming from somewhere, dude. It's not like it's not going to happen. I mean, you're going to get grabbed.
Yeah, you're going to get grabbed. Yeah.
And William, you should have known anything that has Nicolas Cage in it is going to be strange.
Yeah.
Like, dude, have you watched any of The Warrior?
The new ones, no. I need to catch back up.
Oh man, so I'm going slow with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Sharknado. I mean, come on, exactly. Yeah, so I'm watching like one episode here and there just to kind of, and it's like the last. They do such a good job of the cliffhangers at the end of each one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn it, man. HBO's got that shit unlocked. Because I was just like, no. Like, Peril. Both of the bad guys, both people are locked up. Everyone's going to jail. Fuck, I need to see what's going to happen. No. Not going to watch it. Damn it.
I'm just sitting here trying to think of the last Nicolas Cage movie I truly liked.
Ghost Rider?
I don't know. I truly liked that one.
No, I didn't either. I'm just saying that's the last one.
I would probably say like Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I really love that movie. But outside of that, Snake Eyes, I can't think of many more.
That was terrible. I mean, the thing is there for a while, he had some really good movies.
Raising Arizona.
The Rock was good.
The Rock, I forgot about The Rock.
Yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of where he did The Rock.
National Treasure. I really
that's what it is. National Treasures.
Yeah.
The National Treasures were probably the last Nicolas Cage movie where he was like a human being.
Yeah.
And those were good.
And before he was a caricature of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly because of Sean Connery. Yeah, I mean, there was a while there where all the Con Air, all the same story.
dude with the hair and the
yeah. They were all the same story. It was just put him in this situation, he'll do this, crazy shit. And honestly, National Treasure really wasn't much different than that. It was just a little less action.
Yeah.
But it was still like, oh, figure this out because you're so smart. No, you're not. But
you know what I like better than National Treasure? The one that Tom Hanks did.
Oh, the Da Vinci Code.
The Da Vinci Code. That was like a grown-up National Treasure, I think, or something. But I like that one a lot better.
No, the Superman scene of him and
that was fan service. Oh, dude, that's the one thing about Spiderverse I forgot. They had Childish Gambino in there.
Who?
The actual person, the black guy that was Spider-Man, human Spider-Man in the movie. They had him in the cage.
Yeah.
That's Childish Gambino is a rapper. He's also an actor, Donald Glover, who is the son of the guy from Danny Glover.
Yeah.
So he was meant to play Spider-Man at some point.
Oh.
But, for whatever reason,
So he was going to play a live action Miles Morales.
No. Peter Parker.
That wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah. So, so he got thrown in there as well.
Yeah, there was another nod that they did in that. I knew what it was. I just forgot. But I liked. They did the Venom, the old Chinese lady at the Venom thing.
Yeah.
It
took me a second to get that. I was like, where's she? I know her from somewhere, but yeah, Venom. Yeah. And then, did you watch the after scene credit?
Maybe not.
Where Miguel, the guy that I said might turn.
Yeah.
He goes back to the first Spider-Man to try to fix all this.
Oh.
Where they point back and forth, the meme that you see everywhere on Facebook.
Oh no, I didn't. I gotta go watch that then.
They literally, you can. It's on YouTube, but they literally do the pointing thing. Why are you pointing at me? Because you're pointing at me. You pointed at me first. I'm pointing at you because you're pointing at me. Yeah, they do one of those.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to go back and watch. I started to fast forward through it, and then I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired of that. That's the one thing Disney Plus does that sucks. It's like, why is there 5 minutes of trailer of shit at the end of this? Like, that's ridiculous. Like,
yep.
It's like it's a 20-minute show at that point because you got 10 minutes of beginning and
it's the whole Marvel thing, and I'm sick of it too. Just show us I typically, unless I'm in a theater, I'll just go to YouTube, watch it there, call it good.
Yeah, I'm tired of that. I don't want to see the after. I'm like, that was fun for about a minute. And every now and then I'll put that in one of our videos just because it's like there's a piece of footage like where we're farting or Sage is sitting there going, I gotta take a shit, or something like that. And it's just like, that's to me is fucking hilarious. And I'm like, I don't want to throw it away, so I'll just throw it at the end. And there'll be 10 guys that watch it. And I don't care because I know it's there. And it's but other than that, it's like I hate that. I hate making people wait for the joke.
Definitely.
Exactly. Get that yawn out.
No, couldn't make it this time.
It's okay. It's okay. That's the end of the show. So we got our movie to watch. Jackie Chan, John Cena. How exciting is that?
It's been a while since I've seen Jackie Chan. I actually really like Jackie Chan. So we'll see.
He did that one movie where he was like he had to fight the Irish people. It was the old James Bond guy. Was this Irishman, and they like killed his wife or daughter or some shit like that.
Oh, it was a serious movie.
Yeah, and
I didn't watch that one.
That was actually pretty good. He kicked everybody's ass. Yeah, so that was good. Where he went and just beat everybody up, which is what Jackie Chan does.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I think the last one I watched was the Drunken Monk or something like that.
That was a long time ago. He's made a couple movies since then.
Yeah,
they've been pretty good. but I like him too. I like John Cena, so I mean, it's gonna suck, but it might be entertaining.
Yeah, we'll see.
The movie is Hidden Strike on Netflix with John Cena and Jackie Chan. Spiderverse, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Totally worth it. You know, if you got the time.
It's worth it even at, I think it was $15.
Yeah,
So,
it's totally worth it.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would definitely. Yeah, I do remember Jackie Chan and Cannonball Run. But yeah, I'm definitely watch them both. Probably get them in a gift pack now.
Yeah.
But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for another exciting week of Side Jag. As always, you guys have a great night. We'll see you later next time. Bye.
We'll see ya. Oh, wait, I got to tell you one important thing before we end this stream.
Yes.